Okay. Is everything working? Is this thing working? Can you hear game audio? Can you hear me? Is everything good? Am I too loud? Is the game audio too loud? And is the BGM too loud? Okay. So if everything's all good? Okay, everything's good. Good afternoon. And good evening, wherever you are. Game audio, but might be a bit loud. Okay, I'll go ahead and adjust it. Give me a second. But anyways, I'm for the first time. Well, not exactly the first time, but for a while, I'm streaming again, and it feels good. And today, well, I know this is something I wanted to do today, but today we'll be doing Arlechinno Story Quest, which was released just a few. Okay, okay. And you be like, how loud can you scream?
Bow your head.
How about this? Oh. Yeah, how sweet the lid. Yeah. Also, excuse the controllers because he might be okay. So we can officially begin, right? So yeah, today we'll be doing Arlechinno Story Quest, which is a quest that I have been planning to do for a while. And no, oh, I forgot, but it's something that I wanted to do for a while, and I wanted to stream ever since its release. And I know that a few days ago, Sino's Story Quest Part 2 has been released, and I'm planning to do that for another stream. Unless we can do it today, but I'm not too sure. I want to keep this stream short and sweet, just so I could do Arlechinno Story Quest, just to settle for a bit. So, oh yeah, definitely a story quest catch up soon. As you can see, I have 4 quests that I have not done. So I still got Navia and Chiori's that I haven't done, and I will definitely do Sinus soon. But today we're focusing on Father. Yes, exactly. This one. And I also have a few hangouts that I haven't done, so maybe I could do a hangout catch up too. So also if you can, if there's a part that I need to like turn on game BGM and mute my current BGM, please inform me. Because whenever I play games, I usually play my own music for the most part. Because I don't know why I prefer it that way. So anyways, let us begin. So let's enable focus experience mode. So at least nothing is on our way. Oh, I'll know when to. Alright.
Huh. It's been a while since we visited Poisson. Maybe we should head over and have a look around.
Oh yeah. It has been a while, so... But yeah, enjoy the lo-fi music as we do the catch-up. And it's gonna be that way for the next few streams. Alright. Off to Poisson we go. It's been a while.
Hey, traveler.
It's Lenny! Hi!
Oh, Paimon knows that voice!
We all know that voice, Paimon.
Over here.
It's right there. It's right there. Hello. It's been a while.
To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the
Exactly.
blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't expecting it either.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the
children.
Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really
Yeah,
going
what's
on?
going on, Lenny?
Well,
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
There's Father. There she is. It's been a while.
You scared Paimon half to death!
I mean, I'm not surprised at the slightest. I mean, this is her quest we're talking about.
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know.
Yeah,
It's all
Paimon.
probably
Maybe
super
we don't
confidential
need
House
to
of the
know.
Heart stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now.
Father was bound to appear sooner or later. When it comes to the House of the Hearth, it is to be expected.
Of course. I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
Well, we are a little curious.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future.
Yeah.
As for right now, however, I would say we have little reason to be at odds, wouldn't you agree? The House of the Hearth could stand to be more open with those who have worked so closely with us in the past. As for the issue at hand, well, it hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
Yeah. What sort of rumor is that?
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Some sort of ghost story, maybe?
A phantom child? Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth.
Interesting.
So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all.
Yeah.
If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days. I'm sure the children would be exceedingly pleased to welcome some visitors.
Excuse the controller scuff. My current controller has like ran out of battery and I can't use Bluetooth on it, so I had to plug it into the charger to the computer so I can let it charge while I can use it at the same time. So excuse that. Yeah. I guess we'll have to stick around and find out. Fuck around and find out.
Lenny, I'll leave you to entertain our guests. I have some matters to attend to.
Do some magic tricks for the children.
Of course, Father.
Do the magic tricks. Now that she's gone, it feels like I can finally breathe again. And why do we have to stick around for a few days? I guess we'll have to see.
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Of course.
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway.
For now, at
But let's
least.
be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't get any funny. Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to
Oh,
lots of yummy
Paimon.
food, right?
Always thinking about food every single time.
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today is the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go. I'll take you to where
so
we're
you
staying.
can actually cook? I'm sure Stream will love that. So it begins. Let's go and let's go there and for today we are indeed the house guest. I'll make sure to be in my best behavior. I'll make sure not to actually cause any trouble and chaos like I would. So, ooh, a table set up for us.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Well, when I happened to run into you two earlier, I was actually in the middle of distributing some supplies. With this many people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered.
I don't
Otherwise,
think it's the
people might start
traveler
to
we
get
have to
antsy.
worry about. I mean, they're always on their best behavior, no matter what.
Okay, we'll come with. There are all sorts of rumors about your organization floating around out there. Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not. But now
Yeah.
that we finally have the chance to see a day in the life of the house, we can take a good look at how you operate.
Yeah,
Well, you're
I
more
want to
than
see
welcome to
how
come
life
along.
there is like.
Just follow me.
So, right, so we gotta go and distribute supplies. Also, I just learned how to set up a stream deck, so it's easier for me. But
Natalie.
Linny! You're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
sorry about that. Someone walked in and I'm glad I did not accidentally... I'm glad I did not accidentally press the stop stream button. Anyways,
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
yes, it is indeed us. What are you looking at?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
No way!
Oh no. Everyone knew. Everyone knows we're here.
Come here, everyone! Hurry!
Oh
the
no.
Traveler and Paimon are here!
This isn't good. I'm scared of people.
One at a time,
It's too much of
please.
them.
Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Thank you, Lenny.
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Of course. Especially the shit show that happened like, I don't know, months ago when the entirety of the region flooded.
Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend. And as far as she's concerned, that's pretty much the highest compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
I mean, that's too much of a stretch, but... okay, I guess. I try.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel Tabor in just 3 days! Wait a second! That's the rumor you heard about Paimon? Oh, not cool at all!
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, they're not wrong. You eat a lot.
Oh wait!
From what we've
When
always
guests
seen from
visit,
you.
You're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right?
Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you! Come on, we insist! I can give you some of my new potions. Just pick your poison. And by that, I mean medicine or actual poison. I've got both.
By bottomless, what do you mean by bottomless?
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth! He's super good at it! He's never been caught!
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head-on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to
Yes, a
eliminating your
bottomless
enemies,
stomach.
staying quiet can go a long way.
What if...
Trust me, I would know.
What if Paimon's stomach was actually just a void? Like, whenever she eats stuff, it gets sent to, like, another dimension that is just full of nothingness, and it's just a void. What do you think I mean? I just wanted it.
I was poisoned
There
not
was
too
a
long
little bit
ago,
of a
and I'm still
crackpot
dealing with the
thing that I
after-effects.
couldn't think
So I'm not
about
quite
right
as good as I
now.
was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
You were poisoned? What? What do you mean by that?
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
Yeah, like, what did you put in that food? Or what did you put in there?
But those are the best things we can give you! You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and we'll teach him a lesson for you.
I could. I could.
Alright, Fold
if I have a
Salwar.
list.
I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than anything. I would say your enthusiasm has certainly gotten across.
To be fair, I sometimes like, I'm not sure how to say this, but it's not too hard to actually, like, I don't get annoyed easily unless if you're doing something that is like persistent or something that could get on my nerves, then I would definitely be annoyed. But for this, I think I'm fine. I mean, it can be a little too much, and we can guarantee that we can't like fulfill them. But yeah, like it takes a whole lot for me to be like for me to be easily annoyed. But I try my best not to. I want to have patience.
Really?
No, yeah, yeah. We definitely feel the love.
Awesome! It's It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Poisons and potions. Okay, I guess.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
Yeah,
All right, see you later.
we have a lot of things to do. And I mean a lot. Especially investigating that little ghost child the father was talking about.
About all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Yeah.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem child and was abandoned by his family.
Oh. That is not what I wanted to hear. But no wonder.
Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one.
Maybe we could invite her. Wait, maybe she could help us run the potions shop. She could share whatever recipes she tried out with us.
Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
I see. I have learned very interesting things about these people and everyone in the House of Hearth. So this girl likes potions. This boy apparently killed all the family pets. This little shit right there.
Wow, the Traveler and Paimon.
They don't really seem as intimidating as you hear in the stories.
Yeah, we are heroes. We are not as intimidating than you guys think. Why would you guys be intimidated with us? Anyways, as much as I want to like continue right now, I have to be right back. Unfortunately, I have to eat lunch, so it's gonna take a while for me to actually get back. But I shall be back in around like 25 to 30-ish minutes. Then after lunch, we can continue as usual. So yeah, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
get bored with you and feel trapped because that's what happens with me.
Okay.
All I want to forget, I'm about to regret, only leaving my head with the memories you take away. I've ruined my thoughts, I will blame you for all you made me to. I want to lose my mind for you. All I want to forget, I'm about to regret, only leaving my head with the memories you take away. I've ruined my thoughts, I will blame you for all you made me to. I want to lose my mind for you.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. It was very much unfortunate timing, and
Melusines are beautiful
I
creatures.
had to eat lunch.
They are the pride
Besides,
of
I
Fontaine.
really do need
Be
to
sure
eat.
to be friendly and cause them no
Like,
harm.
I really needed the food, or else I'm gonna get really, really hangry, and I won't be able to think properly, and at the same time, I won't be able to think about what I actually want to say. Words are, in fact, a struggle for me. So, anyways, back to where we are now. Excuse me.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma,
So far, from
the
what
water
we
possesses
learned,
a depth of flavor
the House of the
unlike any
Harp
other.
is a very
Samara's
interesting
water
bunch of
has a rich
people.
and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored
So
patiently
back to where
fully
we are.
appreciate it.
We have to go ahead and continue distributing the supplies with the magic man himself. Yeah, I have gotten food. I have gained sustenance. Oh, you can just... I just went on a loop here. So...
Filial, supplies are here.
Thanks. And who are these two? Outsiders?
Well, I'm the traveler.
Ah, allow me to introduce you. This is the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, you're the famous duo I've been hearing so much about.
Yeah, everyone's heard of us at this point.
It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Many, and I'll travel to more places in the future.
We're making our way all across to that.
Oh, good for you.
Are we finding our sibling? I don't know.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now, then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000 Thieves?
Oh, this is the first we've heard of it.
What's that about?
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's The Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction.
Audience
Seems pretty
interaction?
interesting.
Oh, I'm all up for that. Imagine being part of the show.
After this mission is over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
But audience participation, it can be done well, and I'm all up for that. You know, the feeling of being a part of the story. Sometimes you could even get your own main character moment, most of the time. It depends on luck at the end of the day.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
Oh yeah, they are totally normal. Who knows? Who knows what kind of stuff they hide from us?
I heard that.
Oh!
Sorry about that.
Oops.
Yeah,
I'm
gotta
guessing
learn
you're
when to
referring
keep your
Fulks
mouth shut,
and the others.
Paimon.
Yeah, we're definitely not all like that.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
They're literally saying, "Oh, we are the most normal people around here. Totally normal. We're not like the other kids in the House of the Hearth. We're not like the other people."
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
If we do have time, I suppose.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Alright, yeah, we gotta head back.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
It's best not to pry.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all.
Yeah, the last thing we want is... But it's not sometimes it's better to not pry if we're not involved.
Linny's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Right, so... He's downstairs at the moment. This leads to downstairs.
So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
They certainly have a lot of personality.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Why not? Well,
Then let's head out and...
let's...
Huh? Fremine, what are you doing here?
The boy. It's him. There's the boy.
Well,
Fremine, nice to see you again.
you too.
I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Same.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
I know one of my favorite husbandos does like seafood, but at the same time, I could not resist.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water, wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
Yeah, what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night.
Aww.
Could be because I'm growing, you know?
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
Lying?
Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we
Yeah.
gave them some space.
Yeah, this might be a personal conversation we might be listening on to.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
Yes. Just follow me.
Oh. Okay. Well, let's see what you may be hiding then. What is it that you want to show us? There is... Oh! Oh! It's that girl! Oh. Oh.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
I was gonna go around and, like, observe the girl a little more. But it's her!
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Heart, just like you.
I know
You
I don't...
can call me Clairvy.
It is indeed her. It's her. We may have seen her somewhere.
Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Linny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
Yeah.
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
Yeah, for how long?
About half a month now.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? 'Cause from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
So he's been hiding her for 6 months. So there's a chance that she probably came in. She probably came in around half a month and Maybe Fremine found her.
You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Sheplo nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway.
Excuse me.
Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So there are indeed... Oh. Right, I was thinking about something else. Forget about it. Hearing voices.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Those two sure care a lot about each other.
Oh yeah, they do. They're like siblings, after all.
Well, they got a funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off.
Well, not exactly.
No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
What do you mean?
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I for one wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other to survive long before we joined the house.
Linny,
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever met. I'm sure that's true for you as well. Even so, Fremine, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that means more than blood. You and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
I get, yeah. What they seem,
It's raining. I should put my clothes away.
from what it seems, it might, oh. Oh. She actually, disappears.
Looks like she's not here either.
I know exactly.
It's time to eat.
Oh, and I know you're hungry. And I know I have to hold back when I say, aren't you supposed to be dead? Because she already is. She's, it's just a ghost. And she's back as a ghost right now. Alright. Don't go anywhere, okay? Stay where you are. I'll have to check up on the boys. Got it? So, okay.
Hey, you two! Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or...
Are you guys doing alright?
Oh, wait a minute, Fremine.
Oh.
You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
Everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
But sometimes having guests around can come in handy.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
I think, yeah.
I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
I want to adopt him. I want to adopt this boy along with his siblings. I want to be I will be his new mother. Just in case everything goes wrong.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairby over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but... after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
Aww. Look at that sweet smile from her.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any
She
ideas?
is indeed a precious baby.
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
This is indeed a matter that is concerning between the both of them.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I swear.
Oh, there's Lynette.
Whoa!
She found us. Look at that deadpan look on her face. It's like she's saying, "Yes, I have arrived. What I have heard everything you said." Oh, the sound effects, you make it better.
Lynette!
But what a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister? And, when exactly did you get here?
Look at her, she's so grumpy. It's like she's headed with their shit.
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine. You 3, Traveler. And you 4, Paimon.
What did we do? What did we do? How about you throw it under the bus like that? Did nothing wrong. All we did was listen.
Wait, what did we do?
Exactly. What did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out, you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in. If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
Oh, no. She's gonna tell everything. She's gonna tell everything to Father. Oh no.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette.
Wait, my mic's not plugged in properly? Hold on. Just give me a moment. Okay, is my mic fine right now? Is everything okay? Or maybe I might be too far from the mic. Hold on, give me a moment. Okay, everything good?
Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, how I wish I could adopt the tree. Oh, audio volume is fluctuating a lot. Maybe because I might be too far from the mic. Okay, how about now? What I really want... I want to actually adopt a tree. Might have just been too far. Yeah, maybe I'll bring the mic closer to me. Has it been like this for... Okay. That being said... Ooh, I want to actually adopt the siblings. I want them to... I will become their new mom. And I will take care of them. And if anything happens
Melusines
to
are
them,
beautiful
tree,
creatures. They
I will
are the
kill
pride of
everyone
Fontaine.
in this room.
Be sure to befriend them.
And then
Cause
myself.
them no harm.
Anyways, let's go ask her. Where did you come from? Where did she come from?
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
You weren't eating it though. You were just staring at it in wonder. You were staring at the lasagna. Like it's art.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
I mean, she's a spirit.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
Yeah. Does she know? Does she know that she's already dead?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
Once you're there forever.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
So does that mean there is no favoritism in the House of the Hearth? Is there?
Wait, does that mean the knave... She...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
To go outside, where the sun can find me. That's... it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
Yeah. Or maybe there's a reason why she can't go out in the morning and she always has to stay in the dark or go out at night.
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
Things can be this simple.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky.
I mean, I understand, but...
Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
I see.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
So how should we contact you?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something,
Bird.
all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done.
Yeah, I mean, Father will have to be busy with some other things she has to do.
If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Alright. Just be careful, okay?
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
Let's go and see Father then.
I really hope this goes well.
Yeah.
No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
It has to go well. Okay. So, let me just claim all of these and we'll go see Catherine. Just gonna check up on you guys one more time before I go and get my
Clairview,
stuff.
I'd like to take you somewhere. Is that okay with you?
Sure. Where are we going?
She's such a precious little baby. And I don't know why. And I know that she's dead, but how I want to like adopt the both of them. I want them to be cherished and loved. I want to give them a place where they could feel that way. And they deserve so much. They deserve so much. Right, we're getting distracted. We know that I got to like gotta go and get my daily commissions sorted out. Then I also have to spend resin on that darned artifact domain that I probably can do in just like a few minutes because I'm not getting too emotional. I know I shouldn't get too attached, but I can't help myself. They are precious children, okay? So while we're gonna be out there doing other stuff, like, I mean, I'm just gonna spend my resin for the time being. So while we're at that, I just wanna talk a bit about how everything has been doing. So I don't know why the reason I have, it's hard for me to keep consistency on streaming is sometimes I am too tired. This internship can be a little hard and it can be a little draining, and most of the time I would come back feeling really tired and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna rot in bed and do absolutely nothing until I feel well rested. And I've been doing my best to fix my own sleep schedule because there have been days where I have been sleeping in and sometimes it's not. Sometimes when I do sleep in, I tend to feel really like bad. It's always whenever you wake up in the wrong side of the bed and you feel like you don't want to do anything anymore and you just wanna rot by yourself and sons of a bitch. But it's the feeling of feeling really horrible and really tired, you just don't wanna do anything and just drown yourself in video games all alone when you could be doing something else at that time. And I actually hate that feeling. So as much as possible, I've been doing my best to get to bed in a reasonable time. And after a while, I don't know why I felt rested. And it has very much led me to actually be like, maybe I should start streaming. Funny because I dreamt that I was streaming in Twitch once again, and I was playing the Honkai Star Rail story, and I've been going through it. And speaking of, I kind of wanna stream Honkai Star Rail like maybe tomorrow or next week. I don't know, it depends on how I feel. Because I know that they have released a new part of the story, and from what I've heard from people, it's gonna be a long ride. And as for me, it's gonna take a couple of streams to actually get everything done. So I do hope that I can I can finish it within a few streams. But at the same time, I don't wanna overwork myself. But we'll see. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. Okay, I guess that's all the condensed resin. Let's go and convert it. Maybe after we fight Arlechinno in the stream, like for the first time in the story, because I've been holding probably better get it done sooner rather than later. Yeah, well, I'll finish it eventually. Besides, I want to see my favorite man once again. I want to see Gallagher. I want to see Jingwan. Jingwan especially. It's been a while since we've seen him, and I want to see his face. I want to hear his voice. Well, you get it. You get what I'm saying. I might have gotten carried away here, but you get what I'm saying. Alright. With everything done, let's go. Let us continue and let's go to the seaside. I think it's better we just go from here. Alright. After the beach we go. Wonder what the father is up to. Could be gazing at the sea's horizon or something. I don't know. Or she could be strangling someone in particular. Oh, hey! Guess who's there? Guess who? Look, it's your boy. It's the bitch boy. It's your boy, child. Also, when I say bitch boy, I mean it affectionately. But yes. I shall take a picture. I mean, I could probably take a picture somewhere else. He is just there. Must be talking with the father. Okay. Okay, yeah, right here. Let's take a picture right here. Anyways. Hey, what's up? Hi. It's been a while.
It's the knave and child.
Yeah. And he seems well. He seems all and well now. Has he fully recovered?
Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Oh. You're still not okay. You're still recovering.
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well...
More like yeeted back to Snezhnaya by your master.
I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
Damn. You actually went all the way there. All the way from Snezhnaya to Fontaine. And you're still recovering. My boy, you needed the rest. You didn't need to go all the way there. Arlechinno could have just visited you back in Snezhnaya to talk things out.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
You got unfinished business. But still though, you could have sent someone else. You could have sent someone else to send you here.
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay, so have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
You need more rest, my boy.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy.
She didn't give you any suspicious ones that will make you keel over.
But they really did help speed up my recovery.
Yeah, but I hope it lasts. I hope it stays that way.
And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one.
Project
I heard
Stuja.
Regrador's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
casually trash-talking their colleagues behind their backs?
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Oh, we just wanna hang out, you know? And we want to get to know you a little more better.
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Yeah.
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Well, we want to know more about you as a person and your past.
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. at least tell us something a little extra. Like, why do you call yourself father?
Yeah, why do you call yourself father?
Good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
Yeah, don't go. We really wanna hang out with you and such. So, what does the House of the Hearth mean to you?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser.
Siblings.
Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
You tell them, Tartaggles.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you?
What?
At least, that's what I heard.
But the plot thickens.
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Of course. The chicken. The old chicken man. That's what we're calling him from now on. The old chicken man. That's gonna be his new nickname. What do you think of that?
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
What do you mean, poor Pulcinella?
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved. But I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontainian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Yeah.
You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy?
Wait, she's
and
not
everything?
actually from Fontaine? Oh, right, because she was also a member of the House of the Hearth. True, but the real thing is, where did she come from?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontainian simply made it easier to operate.
I see.
People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontainian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
So she is not actually from Fontaine, although she did grow up here. And it feels like there's a lot more than meets the eye about her.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
I see it. So, when people misunderstand you, when people don't understand you, you want to let it stay that way.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
A battle to the death.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, kinda scary, don't you think? Because if you're weak enough, you might as well be dead.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand.
Oh no. I mean, it is to be expected.
Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, while Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
and they would say, "It's not a phase, Mom. This is who I am." I'm going all out on their emo phase.
Okay. I get the picture.
Yeah, he does. He's the big brother there, so. Yes, thank you.
Well,
thank
would you
you.
look at the time? I
Child.
should probably get going.
Oh, the horror! Yes, the horror of one of your siblings or your children going to an emo phase, where they will say "fuck you" to everything, trying to form their own identity, and all that. It happens, and it can be conflicting when you know them to be really, sweet and engaging. Then suddenly, they become an emo, or they go through that cringe phase. In fact, I think that's what I had to go through when I was a teen.
Traveler, Paimon, not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Yeah, we will. Just rest first, please.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
Yeah, I agreed.
Alright. Well, thanks for everything, Arlechinno.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
He still remains to be the battle maniac. Agreed. Anyways, take care of yourself. Don't die.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh! Well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
Yeah. So that's right. She's just
to keep her
gonna.
distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going.
She's just gonna be there.
You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
She's just gonna be there,
I wonder
enjoying
if
the
Lily
view,
ran into any issues.
looking at the
Let's hurry back and
horizon,
see how everything went.
reminiscing
Oh,
at a distance.
you decided to stay a little longer. Let's take in the ocean view together then.
Yeah, it does. It actually is nice. Anyways, give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I need to go to the restroom.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Okay, I'm back. I hope I didn't take too long. Yeah, we were just appreciating the ocean view. Anyways, let's go back to the siblings. Let's go back to the children. The children need me. Children need me. Where are you guys? How are you guys doing? Did you get into any fights while I was gone? I hope not. Oh, wait, there they are.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Yeah, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight. Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
She was a spirit.
Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be your wish if that were the case.
Yeah, it wasn't. It won't be.
Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
I don't think that's gonna be a good idea.
Oh, true.
She's a vampire.
I've pretty much tried
I don't
it
think
all
so.
already. Nothing worked.
It's all supernatural
Eventually,
beings,
the sun
so
went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
maybe we could give her an umbrella so she could stay away from the sun's shade. I mean, from the sunlight, and at least she'll be able to stay in the shade.
Good.
The sun,
I've got the list.
it burns.
It's right here.
Yes, it does. I mean,
Really?
for the past few days,
Let's take a look.
I think last week it was really hot. It was burning here in Singapore, but I think things might have started cooling down because I think outside it's gonna start raining. And how's the weather for you guys?
Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
Yeah, lots of pages and lots of reading.
We can each take a section. Here.
Yeah, I can skim through.
Fouillade, Landois, Chambert,
Jimbo,
Aurere.
there. That's a lot of names. Oh, so this is in fact This is the execution list. The list of people who might as well be dead.
Oh, yikes. That Aurora guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Yeah.
I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Yeah, did he?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Oh dear.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
Killed him.
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house.
That you can't date anyone.
Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
That does not sound good at all.
Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Oh. Strange?
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filiol and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
I see.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filiol and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something. I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs.
I mean, yeah. There's a lot of things nobody knows. And when you slowly start to learn everything there, it actually would feel like a rabbit hole that you're descending into.
She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And the list goes on. With a lot of really wild shit that happens there. Especially on children.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
I mean, yeah, rumors are rumors. Sometimes they
This is all
might not
because
be
of
true.
Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all
Yeah,
about, huh?
what's it all about?
This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either.
I feel like this might be very important in the future.
I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
It's not a good thing.
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Yeah. I probably won't be able to learn much from here. So we're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see. Probably bump into Capitano, the Regrator, in a the Regrator and Capitano. Wait, they're not the same person, right? I think I'm getting confused here. I need clarification. It's the Regrator again, and we know that there's Capitano, but okay, Regrator's Bankman. Right, Pantalone. That guy. The discount, the one that looks like Baiju, but it's Fatui.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about
all this time
earlier?
I was
Why not
taking
get
the
connection?
Regrator as Capitano. Man, I'm an idiot.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying. And that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions.
Yes, fear. Because when you panic, you are more likely to make really stupid decisions. And then you die.
I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal. But it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filiol and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filiol and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairvy for now.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filiol and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone.
Alright.
Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright. Get some rest. We'll get some rest. So let's get some rest. And tomorrow's gonna be a really big day.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you?
I don't know.
She's even scary when she smiles. If
Oh,
she would
yeah.
actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
Well, yeah, you can just hide behind me.
Trust is effort, Traveler.
There she is.
Look over there.
Just wandering off.
Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees.
Yeah, let's go catch up with her. Let's go. Come on. Follow follow the ghost child. Follow the ghost child.
Over there!
Yeah, she's right there. Fine. Okay. She might be walking right here. And probably upstairs.
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast!
Yeah. Let's hope nobody sees her. Only she can see us. And if anyone else does see her and they scream, we are fucked. Right?
Oh, look! She stopped!
Oh. She's just right there. It is late at night. The only time she can actually get out.
Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
Oh, there's nothing here.
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right? Please,
yeah.
Help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that? Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision.
What makes you think that?
Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. And you're handed over to the doctor.
Oh.
Experimented on. And given a fate
Fuck,
worse
man.
than death.
The fuck, man. You heard that?
And again. And I've had enough.
That bitch, the Torre. Do you wanna know how much I wanna smack that man to the from Earth? I wanna hurl him up to the moon, hurl him up to space, and ensure that he dies a slow and painful death. That fucker, that motherfucker.
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
To be fair, she wasn't. I mean, this is a Fatui we're talking about. Some of them may not be good people.
Mother? But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Harry. There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
Well, it could be anything.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot. It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
I would love to see it.
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together.
Also, I heard from another side of the world that an aurora borealis happened, right? I mean, I've seen some pictures of it. If only we can see it, because here in Singapore or anywhere, I don't think it ever happens.
But I can't find her.
It's the Southern
I'm
Lights.
worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special.
Yeah,
Mother likes her a lot.
the Southern Lights. Told me about that.
I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Well, there she goes.
My mom really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well,
Yeah.
let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
Yeah, we gotta get as much sleep as we can. And so the night passes. And
All right.
it's just
looks like
another
we're all
day.
here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Before we do that, I have a question.
What is it?
Have the Knave and the Doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairview last night, and that's what she told us.
We just want to find for clarification.
We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
Really bad things. Like experimenting on people. Overall, he's a piece of shit. And there's no way any of you can defend him. Or ignore the shit that he pulled off. I hate that man with a burning passion. And if I were to ever throw hands at him in the future, the moment he sees me, it'll be the last thing he'll ever see.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're
Wait,
not
really?
on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership.
Oh dear.
I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment?
Experiment?
Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the Knave and the Doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how we would even face you guys.
Besides, I don't think, you're entirely in her side.
It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either.
Yeah.
The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Well, let's focus on the plan for now.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
Let's get right into it. So, let's go.
Where are we going today?
Let's try somewhere further away this time.
Yeah. While you guys just, do your own stuff, I'm gonna check to see if the Knave is back in the seaside again. Now, sometimes I wish that with how hot things have been getting, I wish I could stay on the other side and just... I miss that really nice cold weather back when I when I went overseas in December. Like, it was really nice. I mean, before we went to Japan, we had a stopover at Korea, and it was the first time in around 21 years that I am actually seeing snow. Hard to say, I got pretty excited over it, even if it was just one day. And it was cold as hell right there. It felt like I was walking right inside a freezer. And I honestly wish that it could last a little longer, because I want to... It has always been a wish of mine to experience snow, and unfortunately it wasn't snowing in Japan at that time. But hopefully I can find a time where I can visit when it's snowing, or any country that's snowing, for the most part. Anyways, hello. How's everything?
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
Well, a little, yeah.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Oh no. Oh no.
Distract you?
We're not distracting you.
We were just here for a chat.
Yeah, we're here to get to know you. Like yesterday.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry.
Alright.
I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
Does she know? I don't know, but I have a bad feeling about this.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer.
Oh no.
I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
I don't know if she does know.
Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friend's sake.
She doesn't know, right?
What should we do?
Yeah, maybe we should just go ahead and follow her for the while.
And Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
I mean, we could release the pigeon that Lenny gave us. Race, off you go.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time.
Then let's hope that
probably head to the Palais
Father
Mermonia.
doesn't see it either.
Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
Yeah. All we can do is take it one step at a time.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Yeah. Let's not. So, we're gonna go to the Palais Mermonia, and we're gonna see... We are going to see Neuvillette. The man himself.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait.
Yeah, we could.
I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
Yeah, are you not?
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine.
Because if we do something to them, you know exactly what's going to happen. I will rain hellfire upon you.
Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, Are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
There's really no other way to solve the issue then?
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filion and Toy and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
Oh no.
But that's awful.
Ah,
yeah.
You seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
Alright. We'll do to it.
Of course. Oh, and here. I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time.
I think she knows. We fucked up. We done goofed.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it permanently.
Oh, hey! Stream! Hello! How's your stream? How did everything go? Anyways, I wanted to say, welcome Raiders! As you can see, I am currently playing Arlechinno's Story Quest after a while. So I hope you guys enjoy your stay. Oh, it went great. I heard you were actually you were doing Abyss, and I realized Abyss reset today. So I'm assuming everything went horribly, right? Hi, hello. I am another PNG tuber because I want to get my own like 2D body soon. We'll get there eventually. Me and Stream might get there. So anyways, let's continue. So feel free to stay and chill and watch me as I go through this whole thing with Father.
Wait, where did you get that?
Apparently the buffs weren't enough. Oh damn. What do you mean by scrambled? Meaning it's all over the place? You could not actually find the right thing? Like the right artifacts, or... Yeah. Ooh, I'm sorry. I don't think I've went through like 12 to like Abyss, but actually, if it's the same as before, yeah, it's kind of a shit show. In fact, that the only pyro unit I have is like pyro DPS is Yoimiya, but I ended up just using Zhao and Bennett and Jiangling and Zhangli for the shields. I don't think it still went well either way. So I know how you feel.
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned.
Oh no. Well, I don't know about that. Because I know you'll probably at our throats the moment you know that we told Lenny.
Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I can imagine. Keisho had half of Lenny's artifacts. Ganyu, Farazan, and Goro were fighting for weapons. Yeah, I don't blame you. Floor 12, Chamber 2 of Abyss is in fact actually kind of bad. And I don't think I have gotten a 3 stars on that floor. Just because I don't know if Yoimiya is good enough. Because... And the only character that I have is Xiao, and even so I don't think I can clear it in time. Anyways, let's see new blood! Oh, what's that sound? Oh, I'm really sorry, I think that's background noise. That's just a fan. It's really hot in here.
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Neuvillette!
I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect.
I'm fine, guys. I'm totally not... I'm looking respectfully. The fan must be possessed. Yeah, I think it might be picking it up a little. I apologize. I'll get there eventually. Whatever you say. Yeah, totally normal. It's getting hot in here. Just give me a moment. I think it's time I turn on the air conditioner. I don't know if I should, but I have to. Okay, I think everything should be better. Anyways, Neuvillette.
Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
Sorry about that. Controller's cough again.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
That's fine. I'll go ahead and, handle everything from here. You get a good rest, okay? Thanks for the raid. And I hope you had a great stream. Philip. What is he reading through? And there's the knave enjoying her cup of tea while he checks through everything.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Well, kind of, but at the same time, not really.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
Alright, see you around stream. Get a good rest. You've earned it.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
The Tartuffe assassination?
Tartuffe?
Oh, the Tartuffe.
Ah, that
Tartuffe
thief
or
who embezzled
Tartuffe?
funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I am inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Alright, go get some sustenance. Hope that I'm still streaming when you do come back. If not, I might be sending all to or you might be sent to another streamer once I'm done. But I'll do my best. Anyways, that's settled.
Yep.
Yeah. See ya. I will, I know. Anyways. You what? What?
I believe I've told you before that my emotions easily resonate with those of others. Yet in the few meetings I've had with that Harbinger, I haven't been able to sense any aspect of her emotional state. Her mind is like a still body of water. Who knows what darkness lies in its depths, and the lack of ripples on the surface gives nothing away. It's unclear whether this is her natural state of being, or whether it's an incredible strength of will that gives her the ability to master her emotions. Either scenario, however, suggests she is a very dangerous individual. I do not expect an explanation as to why you two are by her side. Whatever your reasoning, I would only advise you to take caution.
We're just keeping an eye on her, because we know if she's gonna do shit, we know exactly what to do. Anyways, I gotta go. I'm gonna need to go and follow the knave before she drags me and kills me. Okay, bye. I love him a normal amount. I am so normal about him. Anyways. Just speaking of water, I shall hydrate. Alright. What do you mean by that, Alex?
So,
By that...
what exactly were you talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Pressing concerns?
Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
Oh yeah, I hope that they're all right.
Oh, Everyone recognizes that look. You've got your thinking cap on, don't you, Traveler?
Yeah, she may seem relaxed, but she didn't seem to be joking earlier when she said that those who betray the organization must pay with their lives. Something we should figure out first. So while we were talking in front of Palimronia, she mentioned Cliffy's name. Does that mean she knew where Cliffy was this entire time? Maybe she even anticipated how Lenny and the others were going to act. Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright?
You should watch where you're going next time.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Yeah, I wasn't also paying attention. I was too deep in
let
thought.
me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
Alright. Oh, wait. Aren't you...
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be useless come tomorrow anyway. It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much.
It's that guy.
I just ran into your friend here on
from
accident.
the list, I think.
I should probably get going, actually, so...
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself.
I guess.
Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Alright. Careful next time,
now
okay?
That my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Light reading?
Actually, why don't we...
Yeah.
Stick around for a little longer?
Yeah, let's stick around for a little longer.
I just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
No, it looks like... Yeah, if we head back now, I doubt Lenny and the others will have made any progress.
It appears you
so
two are
I
under
think
the
we should
impression that
continue
delaying
stalling,
our
I
return will
guess.
somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition.
Oh?
If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Claire V, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
Yeah, you're not gonna ask us to do something bad, right?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Of course we don't.
Then what do you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
Alright, your condition? Let's hear it.
Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay.
Alright.
Sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide.
Well, we accept your condition.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Alright. I shall follow where you go. Oops. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, everything is... I think we are getting close. We are, in fact, starting to get close. We are... Anyways, let's keep going. We're getting close. So... Oh, it's this area. But anyway, so let's wonder what's a good place to teleport. Let's teleport around here. Also, when should I mute my BGM and turn game BGM on? But I'll probably like, you know, I think I'll know when the time comes. Oh, now's probably the time. Okay. In that case... Okay. Alright, let's go. Okay. Can you hear my audio? It should be fine, right? Let's hope we don't get locked into battle. But yeah. Oh, why are we going to the edge? Okay, you know what? Oh, it's lower. Oh, there's a thing here. I apologize, but we shall do this. Let's get this thing done and over with. There we go. Alright. So, we're going to that area. I recognize this area. This is the area where the knave had her battle with the previous mother of the hearth.
What is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble. No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
So she killed her. And she killed her.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Teyvat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title.
So she sends her children to fight each other to the death.
It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
Yikes.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her?
Yeah, what actually happened to her?
You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Yeah, she would have, right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally.
Let me see.
Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Harry.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded.
You seem to be talking about yourself if that's the case.
Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will.
Oh.
Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free.
It is really some fucked up shit here.
When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life. From that moment on, Paraware's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Killing the person at the very top.
Crucibina, you mean? But...
It's matricide.
Correct. This is the place where Paraware killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Paraware won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlechinno.
Yep.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about...
It was
It was you all along.
It was her.
You're Paraware. Arlechinno is just a name you got later.
So that's basically everything that happened so far. In her perspective. This was her story.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlechinno, but as father. And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
It is very much a story indeed. But the Clairvy we met, who is she exactly?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met... Was she really a spirit at all?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume. Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Yeah, she must have.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity.
Roller, please.
Sometimes
You're
she would look
having a
after the
moment
children.
here.
She's even saved some of their lives. But Other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight, they failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape, and it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved.
Oh no.
I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Wait! Paimon can understand why you might want her gun, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished.
Oh no.
That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Is this really what you want to do?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
She's speaking, but yes. I agree with her. I agree with myself.
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. We're gonna have to wait.
Here they are, Father.
They're here.
You gonna execute him?
Oh no.
Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me. Lenny!
Oh no. Not them. Clairvy.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh. Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settling.
Oh boy. Everything's gonna go to shit from here.
Father,
Shit's gonna go
let
down.
me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father. Secret Midnight Meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
A cool family meeting, huh?
I did not!
Yeah.
You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us!
A totally great atmosphere. It's fine.
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those
fine.
things. After that, you and
Actually,
Toddy
no,
and
it's
a bunch
not.
of other people started talking about Clairvy.
And I'm afraid.
You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why?
I can't help
Why
but
have you backed us into a corner?
whenever people call themselves family, even though this feels like, I don't know, like a cult thing, it is very much a red flag.
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
No.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Why? Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences. I'm sorry, Sheplo. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father. We accept our punishment.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Oh no. Oh no, this is not good. Not great.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Our weapons?
Oh, Roy. Is it going to happen? It's going to happen, is it?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
It's going to happen, huh?
The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Oh boy.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Linny.
Oh. Lenny? Oh, Lenny? Oh boy. Oh. Oh, siblings. Siblings are gonna throw hands at father.
Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do?
Oh
Can we really
boy.
win something like that? If they lose, those people from the house are really
It's
gonna
gonna
be
do
executed.
a card trick.
Hey, are you listening?
Is executing them really what she wants?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
She never actually answered my question. It makes the answer pretty obvious, does it?
Oh. Looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
Yeah. There's no way to leave fools on purpose. Although...
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
I like to see for myself what the fourth of the Partui Harbingers can do.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
If that costs my life, sure.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all.
Mm-hmm.
All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Here we go. It is time to battle. It is time to throw hands. It is... The time has finally come. Have at thee!
By royal decree!
I will have order.
I'm not afraid. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Time to shine!
Come on. I know you can do it.
Silence.
Is it now my turn?
Get, go!
Closer now.
Go, my children!
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Settle down.
Have a taste
Oh,
of
oh. Okay. Let's do this.
Let's hang in there!
Whoa. Better be
Trapped
careful!
like a bunch of helpless ants.
Yes! We're fine. As long as we have these two on our side, everything will be
With
okay.
these rising flames.
Oh.
I really have to draw my blade.
Okay.
Oz, reveal the...
Not bad.
Be sanctified.
You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Oh. Just gonna transform. Ooh. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Alright. Let's get to this. Second phase. Let's go. Let's fucking
Conscience has been seared away.
no phase. Okay.
Over here!
Okay. No. We should heal. We should heal. Oh no, he does. He does heal himself.
By royal decree!
Stabilize.
Switch. Then.
My name, Echo in song!
It's fine. Yeah, I know. We're doing well.
Suntown is only the beginning.
We're doing well. Ooh.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
No! Yeah! Get one!
Sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Don't go!
Father, no!
Come on, come on, come on! Come on! Let's get it done!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
Oh! 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 Oh.
Crimson Moon. I can't.
Oh no! Can't move. Oh. Oh. Oh there. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Oh.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Still not strong enough? What do you mean by that? What does she mean by that? We lost? Ain't no fucking way. Oh.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Brother, are you alright?
Lenny.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No! It's not fair. It's not fair! We did what we could! We did what we can! And we still lost!
No!
We still
I never
lost.
thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
That means... Oh, he must have had the same horror we saw in Bliss of Executions. So he wasn't killed.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
No, if my understanding of the knave is right, she really thinks that one of that as killing him. The horror that lived in the House of the Hearth is already dead. And the one that remains is simply a normal person living out his life with his beloved. So it is actually better than ending their lives. So it feels more so like reincarnation. From what I'm understanding.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
So she's really letting her go.
Yes, Father.
They're letting all of them go.
Chaplot, Foltz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house.
Aww.
I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Mm. Mm.
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Clairvy.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's done speechless. Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, So one night, we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die."
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Iudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
It is a very wonderful place. The outside world it is great.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears out for 3 days straight!
Yeah. We have a lot of things to say. So what should we talk about? Let's talk about... Of course! Mondstadt! I wonder what the other choices are like, but let's go for Mondstadt for now.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard, playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
And about Lie. There is a hot man there, and he was a former Archon. If you know what I'm saying, but still.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before.
Comes from Morax, otherwise known as Zhongli. Goes by many names.
If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother.
Aww.
It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
And about Inazuma.
Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
Well, he's one of them. But there's more of them.
You're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
Yeah, but at the same time, he could be a little loud and extroverted. I think you two would get along. And let's talk about Sumeru. The land, the nation of wisdom, which you will soon return.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
Oh, wow. Maybe in another life. Maybe in another timeline. Maybe she would have lived to see another day. If whatever happened to her didn't happen. But we can't turn back time and, you know, reverse it. What's done is done. But it's only.
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles. Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next? Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly. Thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
Oh, Paimon. Detective Paimon and me, of course. We both worked together to solve the entire case and save the entirety of Fontaine.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me. Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
She is really happy. But I'm not sure how long this moment can last.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
Hoyo would make a fortress selling those glasses. Of course they would. Why else wouldn't they? As time passes, she'll probably forget everything we told her and go back to being that scared little girl who can only hide in the shadows. As the sun's starting to rise, it might mean that she's running out of time and we're gonna have to say goodbye.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well?
She can. She's free.
There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Will we meet again? Goodbye, every. And with that,
Clairvy.
she's gone. She's gone. She's free. Oh fuck. Fuck. Am I? Oh fuck, I might as well be... I might as well be crying now. Oh fuck. I'm not crying. It's just pouring on my face. Not crying. It was... At least it was nice. It was nice while it lasted.
She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
It was nice while it lasted, Paimon. And I know nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. So the best thing to do is cherish that time you have while it's still there. Maybe one day we'll realize it's not as bad as and the world's not as bad as we think.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Oh, there's
Father.
Lenny, oh, hope he's alright. But he ran all the way from Fontaine to here.
It's Linny! Hey, Linny!
You doing alright, bud?
What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filio and the others have left the house.
They left.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only
Sorry,
home we've ever known.
I'm still emotional. And I know I am. God damn it. There's still onions here. Who could have been cutting them?
Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas. I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero? Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs, that's my conviction.
And that's what Lenny has to do. He's always there for his siblings. And we know he does indeed value family above anything else.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us.
Saying that while there's a spider web at a distance.
At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain. As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment.
Yeah. And that's like I said, I guess it really was nice while it lasted.
No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
We will get there. Eventually. Ooh, fuck. That was one hell of a... So there is indeed like a time gate, so... Maybe... Oh, right. Maybe while we're waiting for 2 days, or I can rewind back. Would it be fine if I decided to go ahead and set Arlechinno again? Or maybe I can save that for another time, because it is well over 3 hours already, and as soon as I finish the story, we can wrap it up here. Hold on. Let me just... If you want. Time doesn't change while in the domain if I recall
Water comes
correctly.
in many flavors to the discerning palate.
Yeah.
Mondstadt's water is
who
crisp
knows?
and pure. While
Maybe
water
you're
from
probably
Liyue
gonna
has
hear
an
me.
enduring
This is
aftertaste.
gonna be the only
In
time you'll
Inazuma,
probably hear
the
me
water
scream in
possesses a
rage.
depth of flavor unlike any other.
But anyways,
Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a
I
rich
think I'm
and
gonna go and
complex flavor profile.
get.
but it must be
I'll
savored
be right back.
patiently to fully
I'll probably calm down a little and I'll probably get more water. So yeah, I'll be back. Just give me a moment. Don't go anywhere. It's gonna be quick.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm. I see the value in my own work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine. I believe I will continue to take pride in fulfilling my duties.
Alright, I guess we're back. So, maybe this time around, may as well... Can I actually challenge her? I know there's like a temporary thing. Yeah, let's do this. So, the Arlechinno that we fought was just half a fraction of her power. So, let us... hold on, give me a moment. So let's take this time to actually do another to do a little bit of a rematch before we finish the quest and then wrap things up. All right. Oh, I only currently possess 16. No, that's fine. Actually, let's go and refill my resin. Let's refill the resin for a bit. Damn, it's been a while since I've actually fought any world bosses in particular. Alright. You know what? Oh, no. Okay. Let's just use this much. Alright. Let's see how she is with only her full, like, fraction of her power. I'll be fine using this team. We're no-balling this. Alright. Alright. So, I believe we could... Oh, look at her! Look at her go! Look at her! She's just feeding the chickens in the background. She's got a tiny bit of extra health, but the fight isn't that different. Yeah. Alright, 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 let's go! Let's go!
Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
The time
is it my turn now?
Oh yeah.
Now
she's indeed tanky. To be fair, let's not get a little bit too, like, you know, ahead of ourselves. Oh, fuck, I missed.
Solidify.
The countdown has begun. Time to have a taste of purgatory.
Oh, okay, change, heal, and you too, heal.
Oz, reveal.
With these rising flames.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Closer now.
Not. Oh, you bitch. Okay.
How brilliant!
Oh no, wait.
Has begun.
No, it's fine. But
like
Irina needs to actually, like, heal herself.
Spare your energy.
Yeah.
Running is a little loose. With these rising flames.
Come on.
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy
I
opponent.
think we're doing well for the time being. Okay, switch. Oh. Time for space. You know what? Let's get straight to the point. We've already seen that. No. Switch. Switch. Okay, good. Okay, now heal Heal yourself now.
I will have order.
We can do this in no time.
By royal decree.
Silence. An oversight on my part. Be sanctified.
Wait, they're chickens? Yeah, I know, they're not chickens. They're just little thingies. Okay. Oh, okay.
Your punishment made manifest.
Solidify. As you wish me.
Come on.
Bow your head.
Oh, what's this? What the fuck is this?
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin remains. Hope has been extinguished.
No.
The show begins.
At least he's alright.
Oz, reveal.
Silence.
Suntown is only the beginning.
Get fucked. There we go. Yeah. It wasn't as bad as I thought. Now, here's the crazy thing. I could probably solo her with just him. Maybe one day. Who knows? maybe if I do, I can have an entire stream where I can try it first. But yeah, I can try it first. And if there's not a chance that I can actually like do it, I might as well do an entire stream. But yeah, I could actually, I wanna try Neuvillette versus weekly bosses run. Maybe someday in another stream. So I think it could be something that I can do during his birthday, but who knows at this point. So those things are the same as Clervy. Manifestations of the people Arlechinno had to kill from the House of the Hearth. Using her flame power thing. I see. I understand now. Speaking of... But yeah. What do you think about me doing an entire stream where I solo all weekly bosses as Neuvillette? Well, except Scaramouche, because let's face it. Why, like, there's no way. Are you really going to... wait. Are you... 2 days for what? For the reset? 2 days for what? Yeah, sorry. I mean, yeah, sorry, and I just wanted to, like... I just wanted to do this. No, I'm not. Because I did say that we're probably gonna have to wrap it up soon, because it's already almost 4 hours. Sorry, I got distracted by this little thing here. Okay, there we go. And there we go. There's my exquisite chest.
It's a miracle!
Alright. Okay, so let's go and rewind back time. I do apologize for rambling off a little, but I do wanna try. I do plan on wanting to do like an entire stream where I fight weekly bosses as Neuvillette. But we'll see. We'll see about that. So we can save that for another time. Let's wrap things up. Let's get this done and finished.
Water comes in many flavors to the...
Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the hotel booth?
Yeah. Let's go back to Fontaine. Also, maybe it might be a good time to actually bring back the BGM now.
It's an enduring aftertaste.
Give me a
In
moment.
Inazuma, the water possesses
I
a
shall
depth
bring
of
back
flavor
the
unlike
stream
any
BGM.
other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Yep, we're all back to normal. Everything is... all is well. But good things do but good things have to come to an end. Unfortunately. But hey, everything's good now. Let's see how they're doing in the house. Maybe if I do decide to stream tomorrow, I could either I could probably play the first few minutes of the Honkai Star Rail story, and I could continue from there for a few streams. I know it's long, but we'll have to wait and see. Who knows?
Lynette, Fremine, how are you feeling?
Much better.
Yeah, it's good to know that you two are doing better. Yeah.
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
I'm right as rain.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over. Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Claire V gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
Well, her wish has been fulfilled.
I see.
She's free now.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Claire V. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
Oh, you did?
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crusabina died a year after Claire V. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
So you must be really young when it happened.
Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating.
Oh dear.
When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crusabina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crusabina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Claire V included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crusabina or Claire V.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself.
Yeah. And it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough.
The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
Yeah.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crusabina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Well, don't think about that. She spared you guys.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together.
Yeah.
But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Yep, after all, It is their family after all.
Whether the path before
It
us
is
is
their
bathed
family.
in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Yep.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Just invite us back as guests and we'll call it even.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
Are Filio and Nantoy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy.
That's typical.
If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
And I guess that's it. It is officially done. So, that was a really good quest. Yep. Thank you guys for being here with me. And we did learn a lot about the House of the Hearth, and that Arlechinno battle was fairly good. So anyway, so I guess it's appropriate to like wrap things up here. I said it was going to be a short stream, but it feels pretty long. Okay, so I'm gonna get an ending BGM ready while I look for someone to raid. So I'm pretty sure you know this one. It's from the short. It's such a good song too. So what did you guys think of the entire quest? There's anyone in chat to raid with? No, it's fine. In fact, I kind of want to drop by to a streamer and say hi to them. It's fine. So I heard that Aventurine's English voice actor is currently live, and I think he's streaming Honkai Star Rail. So yeah. And to all the VOD, I'm pretty sure people who will see the VOD probably would see that, you know. Yeah. So, yeah. What was he doing? So anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole thing. And I hope you guys get to cry with me. So yeah. So, please take care of yourselves. Have a good day, good night, or good afternoon wherever you are. And I'll see you on the next stream. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'll go and send us over to him to Camden. So yeah.